repeating things. Okay, guys, we are just went over the chapter 3 test. So make sure that if you need to make corrections, you have those done within 1 week of today. So you have to do the corrections and the retake by next Tuesday.
I just tried hitting my knee.
I know, it's just repeating it for the people on Zoom. Then we're gonna go over your homework, which was page 3. We already did question 1. The lithosphere is made out of the crust and rigid mantle. It says it right there. The 2 elements that are composed in the inner core, it tells you literally right there. Iron and nickel. So number 2 was iron and nickel. Number 3, which layer of the outer, or which layer is liquid? Now you could have looked back to the notes we took yesterday and you would have saw that the outer core is liquid. But that doesn't answer the second part to that question, which says, how can you tell by looking at the chart? So what they want for that is where we were talking about whether snow will melt or not today. Guys, is the snow melting today?
No, there's no snow.
Okay, there was this morning a pile out there. Will that pile of snow start to melt today? Why is that snow gonna melt today? What about the melting point? What about the temperature outside compared to the melting point? So today it's 44 degrees outside right now, which means it's warmer than the melting point of snow. So snow turns to liquid when the temperature is hotter than the melting point. Same with rocks, guys. Rocks will melt when the temperature is hotter than the melting point. So that happens here when that black line is hotter than the melting point. That's in this section right here. And then if you follow that up, that's the outer core. So what should you have put there? You should have had answer 3 is outer core. And how can you tell by looking at the chart? Because the actual temperature is hotter than the melting point.
You told me answer 3 was inner yesterday.
No.
Because I asked you, you just said inner for number 3, you go, yep.
You must not have been fully listening to all the words you said, which is exactly the wrong thing to do. I didn't do rule number 1 for you. Yeah, listen to all the words. All right, number 4. What's the pressure at the stiffer mantle outer core boundary? So that's right here. No, it wanted the pressure. So you go to the pressure chart, 1.5. What's the temperature at a depth of 3,000? You find 3,000. Go up till you hit the line. Read over. Number 5 should have been 5,000. What's the temperature at a depth of 500? This one is where some people get tripped up. Where is 500 on here?
It's between 1,000 and 0.
So at this dotted line?
No, it's 700.
That's not halfway. So halfway would have been a little bit more over.
Probably labeled that.
That is why we labeled it. You go up and over. I got just a smidgen above 2,000. So I'd say,
That's what I said too, but I just wrote 2,000.
Yeah, so 2,000 would have been fine. I'd say anything between 2,000 and 2,200, I'd accept. What's the pressure at a depth of 5,000? So now we go back to pressure, or go back to 5,000, not 500. Go up till you hit the pressure line. Ooh, it's dead smack on 3.
Pressure.
So that was question 7. The answer should have been 3. What'd you put? Did you give a temperature?
No.
That would have been silly, right?
Yeah.
So again, make sure number 1 rule of earth science, you read all the words. Number 8, what is the temperature at a depth of 1,000? So depth of 1,000, go up a little bit higher than 3,000. So I went with like 3,100.
3,100.
Number 9, what is the pressure at a depth of 3,500? 3,500, go up.
2.
Oh wait, we wanted pressure, go up, right at 2. So number 9 is 2. What is the temperature at a depth of 5,000? So 5,000 temperature. Yeah, a little bit higher than 6,000. So 6,100, 6,200, all that would have been good. And then what is the pressure at a depth of 1,000? So here's 1,000. What'd you guys estimate that number to be?
0.25.
0.25 would work, 0.3 would work, 0.2 would work. I'd say anything higher than 0.1, but less than 0.5, because it's definitely not halfway. What's the temperature and depth of 4,500? You go 4,500 up till you hit the line. That's right at 6,000. And now I want to ask you, what'd you get for 13?
Outer court. Outer court.
Okay, we have a debate. What'd you get? What'd you get for 13, Sarah? Keith,
Ah!
outer core, what'd you get?
Let's go.
What? Outer core? What'd you get? Okay. Half of you are right, half of you are wrong. But I'm so glad half of you are wrong because I want to point this out. I'm not telling you. I want you guys all to reread the question right now. Reread the question.
4,000.
It says, wait, let me reread that. Name the layer where the temperature is 4,000.
That's what I did.
Oh yeah? Let me put a
No,
reference.
you did, buddy. Temperature's right here is the black line, it's in the outer core.
Whoa! You're wrong.
Whoa!
You're wrong.
Me?
Yeah.
What? How?
Where's temperature? Put your reference table down so I can see what you did. Where's temperature of 4,000? Darn it! All right, so here, guys, this is the kind of stuff that they do just to mess with your head. You find a temperature of 4,000. Temperature, that's here. What's this 4,000?
That's the.
That's depth. They didn't say what layer is 4,000 kilometers deep. They said where the temperature is 4,000. So you go till you hit the black line, you figure out what layer that is, and that's the stiffer mantle.
That's stupid.
So I'm guessing, so number 13, the answer is stiffer mantle.
How about I hit you in the head?
I'm guessing if you got 13 wrong, you might have got 14 wrong. Why don't you guys redo 14 too, just to double check?
Yeah, I got outer core. I had outer core and then changed it.
Oh, boy. So now, same idea. Temperature of 6,000. Go over till you hit the line. That appears to happen in the outer core.
Let's go.
So 14's outer core. Now I'm curious, this questions 15 and 16 are the same, but they're with pressure. Did you mess those ones up?
No.
No. What'd you put?
Inner core for 15.
Everybody put inner core for 15?
Yeah.
Okay. 15 is inner core. 16 is outer core. And the last thing is, did anybody find the mountains on this reference table? You did? You found them? What are they? The Cascade. I didn't mention this at all. Let me just point out what's going on here. So this isn't some random part of the world or the earth. If you read up here, this part is over the Pacific Ocean. This part is the North American continent. And here's the Atlantic Ocean. So it's not just some random spot. They show you, and we haven't learned about trenches yet, that's next week, but they show you a trench and they show you this little hill here, which is mountains. Guys, look how short those mountains look compared to all the layers of the earth.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out. Mountains are kind of insignificant.
You just want to point that out.
All right, so I expected to have a lot more time to work in class, but you do have,
Page 4.
no,
Come on.
it's straight off your reference table. You guys can do 4 and 5. It's good. It's really only 12 questions. Yes, some of them have multiple spots. You do have a little bit of time now. You do have homework on pages 4 and 5.
Can I put my earpiece back in?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Please.
So for the remainder of the period, I recommend getting started on pages 4 and 5.
I was sleeping when I got